Guys, welcome back. Week one is in the books. Let's talk a little bit about what happened. It was kind of an interesting week. Not too much went on. It was kind of a weird week. A lot of stuff you thought was going to happen didn't happen. A lot of games you thought were going to be good ended up not being good. I think a lot of the worst games were actually better than the stuff we thought was going to be good. First thing, let's talk about the Arizona Cardinals and Kyler Murray. Pulled off that insane fourth quarter comeback. Kyler Murray looked god awful in the first half. Second half, he looked like he was revitalized. He did say, though, after the game in the interview, he said, no lie, I was going to say forget it and call up the A's. He was just going to abandon his team at halftime, pull a Vontae Davis going to retirement like the jabroni that he is, call up the Oakland Athletics. Now, for him to come back in that second half and do that, I think he did. Maybe he did call the A's up, and they just told him, no, we're not interested. And then that's why he's like, oh, crap, I got to get it together. I got to play football. And that's what, then he did pretty good. So that kind of scares me, scares fans in a way, I think, for the Arizona Cardinals fan base. Because if this guy starts performing pretty bad, who's to say he doesn't just throw the towel in and be like, oh, I'm done. I'm going to go play golf or whatever, baseball. I'm going to go, I'd say basketball, but he's like 5'1". He's just a little guy. The other game, Baltimore-Miami. I'm really calling it game. It's more of a practice for the Ravens there. Hurricane Dorian apparently made a U-turn and tore Miami up once again. The Baltimore Ravens absolutely destroyed them. Destroyed. It was so bad. Oh my god. I think to start that game, Hollywood Jones, he's already acquired that nickname. Miami just simply could not keep up with him. They were back there just winded. Oh my god. He's the fastest man alive.
Right, it's just beer. Man up. All right, what happened? Would you lose him? He's a freak. He's a fast killer. This is not good. He's a fast killer. Live my ass. Come on, what am I gonna do? I'll shoot my gun. Give me a fucking warning before you do it.
The New York Giants, my beloved Giants, got shellacked. Absolutely horrendous performance. Now, the offense looked pretty good. I will say that. Eli looked pretty good. I don't understand Saquon only touching the ball 11 times. Or 15, whatever it was. I think it was 11 rushes, and he had four receptions. That's a little lackluster for me. I know we were behind since the first touchdown we scored, and then we kind of went down real fast, then it was just downhill. But, the guy's a superstar. He's a freak with the ball. Get him the ball, man. Give him some screens. Run it. You can't take him out. You can't let anyone think they can take him out of the game. This is going to be a long season. Long season. Defense looked absolutely atrocious. They were so bad. So bad. I give them benefit of the doubt. They are rookies. A lot of them are rookies. We got some vets in there that came from other teams that were traded. It's still, there's really no excuse. That was just absolutely terrible. They refused to cover the middle of the field. The one guy we have, Hamilton, he couldn't tackle my grandma. He's so bad. How are you going to be a defensive player and not tackle, not know how to tackle, not be able to tackle? Like, you're physically incapable of playing the game of football. Go home. You're done. The game last night was, I think, of epic proportions. I didn't stay up and watch the whole Oakland game, just watch the highlights. That was okay. But the Texans-Saints game was pretty stellar. I think the Texans should have won that game. They should have. In all honesty, they should have. I give Drew Brees and the Saints credit for winning. I think they should have. They would have won it if that lackluster defense didn't pull that huge gap that they gave those wide receivers at the end. When Drew Brees, right before the field goal, right before he clocked the ball, called timeout and all that. They just way too much room. They're playing over top. If you press coverage there, you got to make that receiver catch that ball, and it makes it a lot tougher. And I think that the clock would have ran out, and that would have been ball game. This is the other thing that I think helped the Saints beat the Houston Texans. Michael Thomas was geeked out of his mind from smelling salts. Like this, I thought this was the funniest thing I saw all night. Couple waiver wires added this week. Danny Amendola. I think he's going to be one of the biggest solid pickups if he stays healthy this year on the waiver wire, just because of his performance. It wasn't anything insane, but he's an all-around good player, and I think he fits into that offense well. I think he's going to be a huge, huge star this year. Obviously, I'm sad for the Jaguar fans this year. My wife's a Jaguars fan. One of my best friends is a Jaguars fan. I feel bad for them. They had all the hopes for BDN this year, Nick Foles. Rest in peace, brother. He died. He's not really dead. Any injury I say, just so you guys know, if I say they're dead, they're hurt. They're not really dead. So another solid pickup. Gardner Minshew, their new quarterback, looked pretty stellar. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. They just traded for Josh Dobbs from the Steelers. Josh Dobbs is okay. Gardner Minshew, I think he threw perfect. Like 18 for 18 or something ridiculous. The other one I've been hearing a lot about is John Ross III for the Bengals. I don't trust him. I don't trust the Bengals. The Bengals are flaky, man. They're real flaky. You guys can snag him if you want. I personally am going to stay away from him. I'm not going to give him to the hype. If you play PPR, I think he threw up 40 plus. I'm not going to gamble with that. Yeah, that's too much of a risk for me. Danny Amendola, I think is going to be solid if he stays healthy. He's going to fit in that offense well. A couple other guys that pick up if you didn't have the leagues. Obviously, some of the stars. Hollywood Jones. I don't think he was picked up in a lot of leagues either. I don't know what leagues these are. Like, these guys are gone. Like, we're gone in like all the leagues I'm in. So we'll see what happens. This coming week, exciting matches? None. I really don't. I'm not looking forward to anything this week. I think the good matchups are going to be very low scoring. Packers-Vikings, I think it's probably going to be the best game of the week. It's going to be a great game of football, but I think it's going to be very low scoring. I'm going to watch my Giants, obviously. I took a look at the spread. They actually have Buffalo favored, which saddens me. Because it's Buffalo. Come on, guys. Yeah, but other than that, I think it's going to be a pretty, week 2 is going to be pretty lame. Hopefully we'll see some other breakout performers in fantasy, some other breakout stars. I'm curious to see what the Jaguars do. I'm curious to see if the Ravens are that good or Miami is that bad. I think they're that bad. I think they're going to be the worst team this year. That's my opinion, just on what I witnessed. The Browns, dude. I don't know how I forgot to mention the Browns. Oh, dude, they couldn't live up to the hype. That was terrible. It was a pretty good game. There's so many penalties. So many penalties. I think that's the most I've ever witnessed. And that's pretty disturbing. So bad. That was such a bad performance. Baker Mayfield, bro, stop making commercials. Play football. Dude, you look terrible. Odell looks solid. Jarvis looks solid. The offense looked pretty good. Defense looked pretty good. They looked pretty good, considering, they had like 6 million yards in penalties. But the Titans looked good too, and they ended up, it was a pretty good game. I went out, cleaned up the charcoal barbecue, came back in, and it was like an extra 20 points on the board. It was insane. I don't know what happened in the last end of that game, the pick six and all that. But, yeah, stay tuned, guys. I'm going to try to give up some videos later in the week. We'll go over the spreads again, see what's going on, who I think is going to be hot, cold, a little stardom, sit-em, must-haves. And we'll tackle in week 2 and then go from there. Guys, take her easy, all right?